Cardiff City are in free fall over the Championship as they are on the cusps of heading into the relegation zone. But can they actually save the season? We'll take a look next. Folks, back once again on a prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 14 over in the Championship, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and keep your bang up today with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We go here, boys. Under one roof. That's right, of course. Cardiff City in free fall. They could be heading out of the bloody Championship at this rate, but of course, at the moment, Mick McCarthy, according to my eyes anyway, is still in a job. We'll take a look at the situation in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my BRPs. They are the Patreon. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for continuing support. But anyway, let's get into it. We got to go get these games on the road. Of course, let's take a look at the weekends or the midweek action then, shall we? Which did see Forest continue their rapid rise at the table. 2-1 win over Bristol City. I called it, lads. Absolutely called it. Meanwhile, Derby grinded out a 2-2 draw against Luton Town. Of course, all square on that one. Fulham did beat Cardiff 2-0 to put them into that perilous situation. Meanwhile, QPR ousted Rovers on this one. 1-0 win. I went with the 2-2 draw myself. Shit show extraordinaire continues for Rovers. Sheffield United also having a bit of an obscure season. They're still down into 17th. Not great form for them. 2-1 loss to Millwall, who are rising up the table. Stoke City lost to Bournemouth 1-0. They fall out of the playoffs on that one. Of course, Middlesbrough grinding out 2-0, went up to top 10 now. Barnsley also in trouble. They're down, I think, in the relegation zone right now, 23rd at the moment. Of course, Huddersfield against Birmingham, 0-0 draw there. Hull City lost to Peterborough, big win for them, moving up to 20th. Of course, Preston did beat Coventry, but remained down in 18th. Of course, 2-1 win, called it, lads. And Swansea City, picked up a big win against West Brom, 2-1 win for them at home. And of course, game of the day, though, was probably at the Matchday 3-2 loss for Reading as Blackpool picked up the W. I'm on the 3-1 win the other way. Of course, the table as it stands, Bournemouth, not Portsmouth, Bournemouth yet to taste defeat. Of course, 31 points on the board. Got a nice clearance at the top of the table as well. Fulham are in second. Of course, that's the Parker effect. Of course, West Brom are in third, Coventry, and then QPR, and then Huddersfield make up the top 6. Rovers down into 13th right now. A win, though, could get us back up to 8th. And of course, taking on 8th place Reading this weekend. And of course, Derby in a bit of shit show down there with Barnsley, and of course, Hull City at the moment. Of course, that's that. Let's take a look at the prediction league as it stands for this week and this week alone. There you go. Joachim Jackson with 8. Well done to you, sir. Kicking ass and taking names. As for the grand scheme of things and the overall picture for the prediction league, who is the leaderboard? It is Max Sangari with 73 points on the board. Tremaine Jordan is in second spot, and then Shane O'Donnell makes up the power 3 alongside Alex Weller as well. Gaming Charlie's probably in there because he double names it. He double names it, so we've probably I've got to clean him up a little bit. But anyway, this is the situation. That's the code there. If you want to get involved, free to enter. It's all a bit of fun. But anyway, we've got to get into these and get these games out there for you. Bournemouth will entertain Huddersfield Town this coming weekend. Of course, Saturday, October the 23rd. Played each other 24 times since 2004. 9 wins for Bournemouth, 7 wins for Huddersfield, and 8 draws. Biggest win for Bournemouth, 5-0 win. The biggest win in the way is a 5-1 win. 5 wins in the past 6 games for Bournemouth, 92% form. Absolutely incredible form. As for Huddersfield, though, unbeaten last fall, picking up 2 wins and 2 draws to boot. Last round over into Bournemouth was a 5-0 win. That was back in the Championship back in December 12th, 2020. Of course, Bournemouth back-to-back clean sheets, picking up wins over Stoke and Bristol City. Huddersfield coming to also back-to-back clean sheets. Actually, 3 clean sheets on the bounce. Huddersfield are grinding out some results here. 6-4 on is your Bournemouth, 54 is your away win, and 3-1 is your draw. I'm going to go with a win for Bournemouth again. Another clean sheet, and of course, remain top of the pops. Of course, Birmingham City will entertain Swansea City, of course, coming at you on Saturday, October 23rd. Played 11 times in 2008. 3 wins for Birmingham, 4 wins for Swansea, 4 draws. Biggest win for Birmingham, 3-1 win. The biggest one the other way is a 3-0 win. Birmingham without a win in at least 6. In fact, they haven't won in the last 7. As for Swansea, they are looking good right now. 58% form, just 1 defeat past 5. Grinding out some cool results, of course. Last round at St Andrews, a 1-0 win for Birmingham. That was back in April 2021. Of course, Birmingham coming to back-to-back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 games without scoring a goal. Birmingham are in trouble. As for Swansea, 2-1 winners over West Brom. Big win for them last time around. Of course, look at the odds on this one. We have Birmingham 5-4 for the victory, 11-5 is your away win, 23-10 is your draw. I'd go for Swansea on this one. Surely I've gone with the draw, but they haven't scored. That's an absolutely insane show. Next up, we have the game of the day. I don't know if we're going to have a watch long on this one. We'll have to wait and see. I'll let you know maybe tomorrow. 18 times these two sides. Rovers against Reading. 7 wins for Rovers, 6 wins for Reading, 5 draws. Biggest win for Rovers, 3-1 win. The biggest win is a 4-2 win. Of course, Rovers just 1 win in 6. Shit show extraordinaire. As for Reading, 2 defeats defeats in the past 4. 2 defeats in the past 6. Sorry, 67% form. They are one of the form teams at the moment, and Rovers are going to stop it. Of course, last round at Ewood Park was a 4-2 win for Reading. They've actually come into this back-to-back wins. They did the double over us last time around. Of course, Rovers did lose to QPR last time around. Of course, Reading picked up a loss against Blackpool as well. Coming at you on this one. Odds on this one, 11-10 on. We are the favourites for whatever reason. 5-2 is your draw, and 3-1 is your away win. That's Reading. I have actually gone with Rovers on this one, 2-1 win, and we need a response. Otherwise, Moby needs to fucking go. We'll talk about that in my preview. Anyway, next up, of course, Northwest Crunch clash between Blackpool and Preston. They play each other 7 times to 7. Of course, a lot of eyes will be on this one. Of course, the biggest win for Blackpool when they win. The biggest win the other way is a 3-1 win. Blackpool in very, very good form. 75% form for them at the moment. Just 1 defeat past 6. As for Preston, also 1 defeat past 6. 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round at Bloomfield Rovers, a 1-1 draw back in November 2009. That was in the Championship. Of course, Blackpool coming to us on the back of that win over Reading. Of course, Preston did beat Coventry last round. Both sides coming to us on the back of wins. 30-10 is your Blackpool. 21-10 is your Preston. 23-10 is your draw. Blackpool are your favourites on this one. I'm going to give it to them as well. 3-2 win in the end. Here we go. Cardiff, the strugglers up against Middlesbrough. Goodness gracious me. This is the Neil Warnock derby again, right? Of course, 19 times they've played since 2008. 10 wins for Cardiff, 7 wins for Middlesbrough, and 2 draws. Of course, Cardiff, I don't even know. A losing streak of the last 5 matches at home. Goodness gracious me. Well, of course, Middlesbrough, though, 3 wins in the past 4 games, looking very, very good for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Cardiff was a 1-1 draw back in October 2010. Of course, Borough back-to-back wins, back-to-back 2-0 wins, back-to-back clean sheets as well. As for Cardiff, 1, 2, 3, 4 games without scoring a goal, just 1 goal in 5 at least. Of course, 11-8 is your Cardiff, 23-10 is your draw, 2-1 is your away win. That's, of course, a Middlesbrough on this one. I think it's going to be another 0-0, no goals scored, point in the bag though, maybe, just maybe. I don't know why they're keeping a hold of him, but they're going to keep a hold of the Mick McCarthy. Of course, coming at you then, Coventry City up against Derby County. Of course, I would have billed this as a relegation 6 point, but of course, Coventry are flying high. Played each other 31 times since 1996, 11 wins apiece and 9 draws. Biggest win for Coventry, 6-1 win. The biggest win the other way is a 3-1 win. Just 1 defeat, just 1 win in 4 for Coventry, 50% for them at the moment. Just 1 defeat past 6 for Wayne Mooney's FC. Of course, drawing the last 3 though. Last time around at the Rico or wherever. Coventry 1-0 winners last time around. Of course, Coventry did lose to Preston last time around. Of course, Derby did draw with Luton. Odds on this one. What do we got on this one? We have Coventry 6-4 on for the victory. 4-1 is your away win, and we've got 11-4 is your draw. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Coventry on this one to take it to the house. Barnsley are in trouble. They were taking on Sheffield United on Sunday, October the 24th. This one. Let's take a look at this then, shall we? Of course, play each other 29 times since 1994. 9 wins for Barnsley, 8 wins for Sheffield United, and 12 draws. 5 defeats on the bounce for Barnsley. Absolutely shit show. 8% form for them. As for Sheffield United, just 1 win in 4 for them, 33% form. I don't know. I just don't know. The Slasher Djukajovic effect is not really working for Sheffield United. Of course, last time around at Oakwell in the league was a 3-2 win for Barnsley. It was back in April 2018. Of course, Barnsley 1, 2, 3 games without scoring a goal. As for Sheffield United, did come into the back of that 2-1 loss against Millwall. Look at the odds on this one. 12-5 is your Barnsley, 23-20 is your Sheffield United, and 23-10 is your draw. It's going to be a draw here, I think. I don't think Sheffield United will win it, and I think Barnsley will have to get something out of it to stop the bloody rot. So the next one was Millwall. Are they going to be taking on? Who are they going to be taking on? They're going to be taking on bloody Stoke, aren't they? Bloody Stoke. I can't even see it. Of course, these two sides could play each other a bunch of times. Oh, this is the Gary Rowett derby, something like that. Let's have a look at it and shall we? Play each other 21 times since 1993. 6 wins for Millwall. 9 wins for Stoke. 6 draws, of course. Big win for Millwall. 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way. Also a 2-0 win. Just one defeat past 5 for Millwall. Back-to-back defeats for Stoke. 58% form both of these two sides. Last time around at the Den was a 0-0 draw back in September 2020. Of course, Millwall comes in the back at a 2-1 win over Sheffield United. Of course, Stoke did lose to Bournemouth. I have basic odds on this one, and they go in favour of Millwall. They are the slight favourites on this one. Of course, it's very, very fine margins, though. Could be a draw, I think. No, I've given it to Millwall. 2-1 win in the end. Luton Town will entertain Hull City, of course. Over at Kenilworth Road. Played each other 8 times to 2-4. 3 wins to Luton, 4 wins to Hull, and 1 draw. Big win for Luton, 1-0 win. The big win the other way is 3-0 win. Just 1 defeat past 6 for Luton, looking very, very good. Just 1 win in 6 for Hull, who looking very, very shit. Of course, last time at Kenilworth Road was a 3-0 win for Hull back in the Championship back in 2019. The home side hasn't won this game since Luton beat Hull back in 2005 in League One. Goodness gracious me. Luton Town 2 drew with Derby 2-2. Of course, Hull did lose to Peterborough 2-1 last time out. Of course, the odds on this one 2017 on is your Luton. The IFA's 11-4 ish draw. 3-1 is your away win. Of course, Luton doing very, very well. They're up to 9th right now. Of course, Hull are in the relegation zone. I've gone with a win for Luton Town on this one. 2-0 win in the end. Next up, of course, we have Inform on top of it. Nottingham Forest up against Fulham on Sunday, October the 24th. They play each other how many times? 15 times since 1999. 4 wins for Forest, of course, 8 wins for Fulham, and 3 draws. Of course, 5 wins in the past 6 games for Forest. They're looking incredibly good at the moment. As for Fulham, just 1 defeat the past 5 for them. No, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, the biggest win for Forest, 3-0 win. The biggest win away is also 3-0 win. That's right at the City Ground was a 1-0 win for Fulham. That was back in July 7th, 2020. Forest hasn't won against Fulham since a 3-0 win back in 2015 at City. That's City ground. Of course, coming at you though, Forest did beat Bristol City last time out. Of course, Fulham did beat Cardiff last time out. The odds are 3-1 is your Forest, 11-8, 11-10 is your Fulham. The other favourites 5-2 is your draw. Forest will get something out of this one. I'm going for the 3 points. The Cooper effect is kicking ass and taking names. Peterborough up against Cardiff. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, these two play each other. How many times? 8 times in the past. 3 wins for QPR, 2 for Peterborough. Of course, Peterborough coming to just 1 win in 5. QPR coming to just 1 defeat in the past 4. 67% form for them at the moment. Last time round over in Peterborough's a 4-2 win. Sorry, scrap that. Last time round in competitive action in the league was a 1-0 win for Peterborough back in February 2010. Of course, Peterborough did beat Hull last round. QPR did beat Rovers last round. The odds on this one, we got 23-10 is your Peterborough, 25 is draw, 11-10 is your QPR. I've gone with the 1-0 win for the QPR on this one. Again, back-to-back wins, so then back-to-back clean sheets as well. And then finally, the Baggies taking on Bristol City over at the Hawthorns. Must win, I think, for the Baggies to get back in the thick of things. Played each other 17 times since 1993. The thing is, with Bristol City, they're good on the road, of course, but they've beaten West Brom 4 times in the past. 9 wins for West Brom and 4 draws, of course. West Brom just 1 win in 3 for them, of course, just 1 win in 5, in fact, for Bristol City at the moment. Of course, last time around, the Hawthorns was a 4-1 win for the Baggies. That was back in November 2019. Of course, West Brom losing to Swansea last time around. Of course, Bristol City losing to Forest last time around. The odds on this one, though, is 5-2 on is your West Brom, 65 is draw, 32 is your way win. That's Bristol City. Type on this one, I'm going to go with a draw, 2-2 in the air. But that's my picks, boys. That's my picks for this weekend's action. Be sure to get your picks in as well using the code /Championship. It's all a bit of fun. Use the QR code as well. That's the Championship. That's the logo. Of course, that's it. Be sure to give the video some love. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. We'll be back, of course, for the following week. It won't be a double match week, so we'll be bound about Wednesday or so for the next round of matches. But until then, give us some loving. Give us some love. Smash your thumbs up. And I'll see you soon for the next. Until then, we're done.